Hey! What? 13 minutes in. Still 0-0.
It's Dyer's turn.
Hopefully we haven't caught... Yeah, okay, good. Alright, well, at least we haven't missed the entire drafting phase. Fantastic. I'm going to update this to game 2. We will hop on in to some action here. Alright, so Neon Virus, game 2. Banning... Alright, we got the TA, the Bane, and the Rubik. Looking real familiar from last game's winners. Virus going for the Ember Spirit, which is familiar from the previous game, but not the Pangolier. Pangolier was on the other team last time. And I think the Bloodseeker again, so Neon is basically saying if it ain't broke, don't fix it. What we did last game worked well. We'll just do it again. Wipe the floor with you nice and quick. Move on to our next match in the upper bracket finals, I believe. Is that right? Yeah, they win this, they go on to fight Motivate Trust in the upper bracket final. So, they lose this, they have one more game to find out whether or not they get knocked to the lower bracket or move on to fight Motivate Trust. Oh. Okay, we see a lot of the same bands as before. Same band last game, band last game, band last game, pick last game, I think. Band last game, band last game, band last game, band last game. The Tiny comes out. It's interesting. Might be probably going to be the position for Tiny. Probably the Tango off lane, Ember Spirit mid lane like it was last game. Again, we got the Ember versus TA matchup, so it'll probably go well for Ember earlier on. But if he can't capitalize on the playmaking potential he gets from an early lead, then TA is going to catch up and overtake him and probably dominate the game like happened last time. Ilpaj was just absolutely dominant.
It's Radiant. Dyer should pick now.
And Neon take no time deciding what they want for their 5th pick. They go with the Centaur. I like this because it steals the pick away from Virus. So, I mean, you don't necessarily want to play Centaur against Bloodseeker, but it's not bad if you have to get several people out of Blood right real quick. Even if one of them's ruptured, that person just, you know, gets fucked and has to stand still. But, like, it's kind of their problem.
10 seconds.
Virus, the burn tick damage from Winter Wyvern's Q is okay to break Refraction. Avalanche is great versus Refraction. Pangolier is actually not bad versus Refraction, and Flame Guard's pretty good against it too. So they're pretty well situated to beat up the TA. They don't have great ways to prevent the Bane Sleep into Bloodright combo though, and there's a fair amount of stun lockdown on Neon's side again to hold down the Ember Spirit. So Virus better pick a safe lane carry that is not going to be particularly vulnerable to being stunned or silenced. Medusa. So is that going to be... It's probably going to be a safe lane Medusa. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. I think this is an okay choice. I mean, she's pretty vulnerable to Bloodright, but she doesn't care that much about Rupture because she doesn't move real fast and she wants to hold still and shoot anyway. So I like the Stone Gaze. It's going to keep... They finally have a way to peel the Bloodseeker off their cores. Even if he goes for a Blade Mail, it doesn't help him slam into her when Stone Gaze is active. I think, honestly, a lot of this game is going to rest on whether or not the Tiny can rotate enough to get a significant amount of momentum in the very early game. But after seeing Wixwis and Goku not really successfully using neutral items at all last game, I'm probably going to go ahead and put my money on Neon for a relatively quick 2-0 here. I think we've seen them execute the vast majority of their draft already extremely well. They know what they need to do to win. They know how to take the space that they need to get to their item timings, and then they just kind of deathball. I think Centaur is going to lend them some serious strength in that capacity. I think he does fine versus Medusa in lane because her right clicks aren't that strong against Retaliate. So she'll hurt herself a fair amount. I think Play Hard has a little bit fewer fun options for spells to steal this game. Rolling Thunder is fantastic. Swashbuckle's not bad. Searing Change is really good, and he's gotten that a couple times, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see him grab a Winter's Curse once or twice here too. That could be kind of fun to see, a nice little turnaround. Get the Medusa to just destroy one of her teammates. Probably the Ember Spirit, you know, because again, he's the most susceptible to stun lockdown. I wasn't that impressed with his play last game. I'm not saying he's a bad player necessarily. I think he did fine in lane. I just thought he made a few sort of questionable decisions in
It's a trap. Prepare for battle.
in the mid game. And
So much blood.
okey-doke. So game 2, Neon versus Virus. We've got Playhard on the Rubik, Cypher Rappy on the Centaur, Mr. Cirque on the safe lane Bloodseeker, Yopaj on our mid lane Templar Assassin, and last but not least, Jownwell on the Bane safe lane support. On the side of Virus, we have, where's Ember? Ninja on the Ember Spirit, mid lane. Potato, what a lovely name, on the Pangolier off lane. Goku on the position 4 Tiny. Blank on the safe lane Medusa. And last but not least, Wixwis on the Winter Wyvern. And we will see neither team doing much serious posturing to fight over bounty runes. It will go 2-2. No big surprises there, especially since there's not much contention for it. We see Cypher Rappy doing the same thing he did last game, where he goes ahead and blocks the enemy creep wave to make sure that his own creep wave is going to end up under the tower. Blank, however, seems to have wisened up to this, and unlike last game, he's going to block hit the other enemy creep wave so that they don't end up under tower, and he has a much better position and comfortable setup to be able to start last hitting. Although, one way or another, his creeps do end up close enough to his tower that he's still going to have to last hit under it at level 1, which is kind of unfortunate. Johnwell's courier goes down bottom, but Johnwell might get the return kill onto Goku here. Gets the sleep out onto him and a bunch of slaps. Goku's got the toss ready. They both have boots, but Goku is slightly faster. However, I don't know if Cirque is going to enjoy the 1v1 over here as much as Potato will. Never mind, he's got already a level advantage, and Potato's low on HP, and so is Goku, so he's got a little extra move speed from the Thirst, which gives him a bit of an edge in lane. We're seeing something very similar to last game, mid, with Ninja versus Yopaj. Except this game, Yopaj is doing slightly better on the last hits than it was before. Ninja having to pop a salve early on after having copped a lot of spill damage from the side blades. Gets the deny on the range creep too. Cirque a little low on HP down here. Tosses out Blood Right to do some damage to the creep wave. Potato side steps. He's going, I don't know, a lot of duking over here. Oh, but Johnwell's rotated mid on the Ninja. He pops a Fairy Fire, but I don't think it's going to save him. Taking a lot of right click damage, and they're going to make sure Yopaj gets the first blood. So they did lose Potato on the offlane as well, so 2 kills actually already gone the way of Neon. Cirque manages to kill him off, probably just based on the extra Thirst move speed. Zappy killing Blank. He does put the Mana Shield up, which makes him a lot tankier. And that kill threat is pretty much neutralized. But yeah, especially after that kill mid, we've already got an advantage for the TA in lane. Ninja just can't really tank through this much physical damage, especially not with that early Blightstone. Johnwell again chasing Goku around over here in the trees. Goku does have a slight XP advantage. Unwell pulling the Ancients, not really stacking them per se. Goku tosses him in the Ancients, that doesn't feel so good, and now he's going to chase down the Courier again. Oh, gets the sleep. Some more right clicks, but he doesn't have the Brain Sap yet. Goku maybe looking to try to pull the creep wave. Sirk seems to be doing pretty well now, though. He's got that kill on Potato. A little bit of level advantage already. Does have the Buckler up and running. Blank with 2 Wraith Bands, pushing in a little bit here, trying to make sure he mops up as much of these creeps as he can get. Okay, we got the Sleep into Blood Right combo out onto Pangolier again. Sirk in general just laying into him. He's got the Swashbuckle. He'll rotate over to the side, try to get it off on both of them. He doesn't seem to hit it on Sirk, though. So they will disengage. Oh, never mind. Sirk's going for the dive. He chases Potato over to the side. He will go ahead and sidestep. Meanwhile, we're getting a dive in here on Yopaj. Goku and Ninja both running in on him. Sleight of Fist is out, but he's going to go down first. And Yopaj is going to turn around and get a double kill. They dive. They are punished immediately. 4-0. This game is already looking a little bit dangerously out of control for Team Virus. $29.41. Cypher with the the Ultra Armor build. 2 rings of protection, 1 chainmail. Just making himself as beefy as possible so he doesn't have to worry too much about the harassment right clicks coming out against him. Medusa level 4 with 2 Wraith Bands at the 73 right click damage. It's not bad, but it's not a ton. Rappy's just going to do what he wants here. Just get all these creep kills. Collect all the XP. 4, level 4. Medusa, I believe, has a tiny XP advantage. Runes, so 3 so far going the way of Virus. Only 1 going to be picked up by Neon. Grabbed by Playhard. Disarm onto the Bloodseeker. He turns around on the Pangolier, though. He hits pretty hard and fast, man. And Pango, you do not trade well. Another Sleep and a Blood Right combo gets silenced up. Sirk is laying into him. There's a Brain Sap over the top as well. Goku throws the stone out to create some space. It looks like they might be able to turn around. Yeah, they killed Januel, so he's overextended a little bit. Playhard rotates in, lift up back, but they don't quite catch Potato in the Blood Right. So they'll trade both supports' lives for nothing. Meanwhile, top lane, Ninja has rotated up to try to make sure that Cypher is not able to clean up this creep wave the way he wants. Mixed was chasing as well. Cypher's pretty quick, but he's burning down the Flame Road, and he will go down. So actually, 3 kills in about 30 seconds, all going the way of Virus. Nice play by them. A little bit of comeback. Ninja is TP'd back mid, though. There's a Avalanche stuns out onto Yopaj, but he just turns and lays into Goku instead. He's going to pop a trap on him. Gives him the tip. Cypher gives Goku the tip. And Yopaj will collect his 4th kill of the game. 44-12. Comfortably ahead as far as last hits are concerned. Rupture's out onto Ninja. He does have the ulti, so he will go ahead and Remnant away. But the rest of Yopaj's team is all over here. Goku's Courier dies. There is another stun out. Goku will be able to run all the way out the other side of the Blood Right. Trap slows out. Throw back on a jungle, but it's not enough. Yopaj mega kill streak. 6 minutes, 45 seconds. Bloodseeker goes ahead and TP's back bottom to clean up some more farm. He knows that Pangolier is not in lane right now, so he can just do what he damn well pleases. Cypher Rappy has popped his Retaliate stacks and has the Stampede available. He's just laying into Blank here. He's going to pop the Stampede with a quick Brain Sap from Johnwell. They're going to get that kill, and they're looking for the Winter Wyvern as well. Quick double edge. Does he get one more Retaliate hit on before he gets the last Retaliate hit off right before the damage expires? And he'll go ahead and get a double kill. They kill their safe laner and his support hero. I can tell I'm getting tired. Some of the words coming out of my mouth are not quite making sense. Rotating down bot again. He's got the Trinkle Boots. Interesting. We got an Ironwood Tree on Templar Assassin. Ocean Heart also found by Yopaj. I wonder who's going to give that to. And Royal Jelly. Broom Handle. Down with the Ember Spirit. Trying to do a little bit of catch-up flash farming in his own triangle. Ring of health on the way up for the
Just
Centaur.
think Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall. Can't say he's wrong.
Just posturing, yeah, Yopej with a massive lead already, rushing that Desolator. Does he already have one of the Mithril? He does. He already has one Mithril Hammer and the Blightstone, so he's 1,200 gold shy
Dire's top tower
of the
has
full
suffered
Desolator,
a
and then he's
shake-up.
going to go for the Blink. Cypher getting a little low up top. Wexwis might be able to finish him off if he had a creep to throw a Splinter Blast onto, but he doesn't right now. Rappy's not next to any of them. He's going to walk on in, though. He baits it out, sidesteps it. He's just going to go ahead and finish off this tower. He's got 12 Retaliate stacks, too. He's going to go ahead and get this kill. They do lose Yopaj in the mid. He dives a little too deep behind the tier 1. And Potato's chasing in onto Bane. They lose Rappy up top, actually. It looks like Wexwis was able to finish him off with yet another Sindleras, maybe? They do get the return kill on Potato with Cirque running like an absolute race car, but across the map it's 3 for 1 in favor of Virus. So they're crawling back a little bit. Still 2k net worth lead going in the favor of the Radiant. Team Neon looking bright and shiny. Just like that Desolator will. Centaur, you have 4 rings, my dude. 4. That's weird. I know you have enough fingers, but like, that's a lot of rings. Spots out Goku over here in the trees, but Playhard's not rotating over to help him out, so he might want to go contest. Yeah, Playhard's running over, wants to try to contest for the outpost before the 10-minute mark, but it's not going to happen. Notices Ninja rotating over under his observer ward. And Dire are now converging onto this bounty rune. They're in on the Avatos combo up onto the Rubik. He does get away under the speed of the Stampede and the double stun out from Cypher. Manages to hoof stomp up both the Ember and the Tiny. They're chasing onto the Centaur. Wixwis is on his way, has Cold Embrace available. TA is going to go ahead and TP over as well. Ninja looking for another chase. It's down to 1 remnant. Cypher's now on top of him. John Wells here. They'll get the sleep. They're going to throw down the Blood Right again. Silent stop. Brain snap over the top. Circus on his ass. The Desolator comes out on the TA. Ninja's going to go ahead and remnant away and TP out. And John Wells will not be able to kill him. Brain snap's still on cooldown for a moment. They do get the Rubik on the left side, and then Goku pays for that kill with his own life. So 1 for 1 trade. 4 for a 4. Definitely favoring Team Virus. Cypher's got his completed hood on the courier as soon as he wants to finish delivering it. Yopaj with the completed Deso. He's already 800 gold towards the Blink Dagger. 7k net worth at 11 minutes. Above the next highest in the game, he's only 5k, and that's the Pangolier on the enemy team, who is carrying P-Treads and a Buckler. Like, okay, Goku will go ahead and steal the outpost. This game kind of sits on Potato's back, doesn't it? Cute the Mithril Hammer. Is this courier dead? No, it's got the Javelin, so he's going for the Maelstrom. And he dies. Gets stunned up. And stunned up again. Huff Stomp. And a Telekinesis. And a Stolen Swashbuckle. That's enough damage to bring him down. Tiny gets silenced up by the Blood Right. Looks like Cirque's going to chase. They do go ahead and turn on the Winter's Curse to make sure that Goku's going to be able to walk away. But the Centaur Stampede is popped. And the Stolen Swashbuckle is able to kill off Goku. Meanwhile, Blank is all healed up in the Cold Embrace, but Cirque's going to finish him off. He dies to the Brain Snap. And then right-click damage from Tia. She's melded up right next to Pangolier here. He gets lifted. He tries to get off the Rolling Thunder, but it will not go. And here it is. Play hard. Stolen the Winter's Curse. So 3 for 0 in the mid. Almost 1,300 gold going the way of Team Neon. Ninja trying to put some pressure on this top tower. Sees Cirque rotating over under an Ops ward. He has a remnant down somewhere. Yeah, over here. Radiant don't know exactly where it is. But Yopaj and Playhard are just going to walk straight into Roshan. That Desolator, he dies pretty quick. I don't know if Virus are even aware of this, but if they are, they certainly aren't trying to contest.
Dire's middle tower is under radiant kills and
There we go.
Sorry, Jack said
Aegis is available out on the TA. Potato pings out some space in the enemy jungle. Still trying to finish that Maelstrom. Tiny, I guess, probably going for a Blink Dagger next. And Blank looking... he can afford... Yeah, he's going to finish the Yasha. 3 Wraith Bands and Peach Feds, plus a Yasha, and moving towards the Manta style. Farming up a little bit of Ancient Stack over here. He's not doing terrible. He's finally moved to the top of the net worth for his team. He's almost ahead of the Centaur who he lanes against, but he's still about 3k behind the TA, who's just doing whatever she wants. She's got the Blink Deso already, Iron Witchery too.
Jax thinks Radiant's bottom tower is about to fall.
No neutral items are especially worth mentioning at the moment, except perhaps, yeah, so there's nothing that's really wacky about who has what. Ninja's gonna go ahead and bottle a regen rune, trying to put some damage in onto the creep wave in the mid. There's a ping out from the Rubik rotating towards him, and it looks like Sinto's gonna TP back to base, so they might want to try to pinch the Ember Spirit, but he does have a remnant sitting. Okay, the Stolen Winter's Curse is out onto him. He's stunned up. Cypher's gonna charge up into him. He gets lifted up. The Hoof Stomp is not quite there in time. Ninja will be able to remnant away. Meanwhile, there's a Bane ulti onto the Pangolier. Goku comes in with the Avalanche, but not quite in time to save his life. Brainsap turns it around onto him. Everybody else is showing up right now, too. There's a nice root out onto the Bloodseeker. Ninja does not quite manage to dodge the Bloodright with his ultimate. Cirque, ooh, he is going to go down to the Sleight of Fist, but Ninja's going to pay with his own life in return. So all in all, Winter's Curse used and a 4-for-1 trade. It is the Bloodseeker, but it's not the most valuable hero on the Radiant team.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
6k gold lead about right now, a little over 4k XP, 85-15 win chance, according to Little Plus. And they are just laying into this building. Cypher taking a few extra tower hits, might not need to take quite so much damage. He's gone for the evasion talent. I always find that really silly on Centaur, because it's like, you want to get hit with Retaliate, right? You would disarm proc on the Tia, it's going to prevent the tower death. Pretty lucky RNG on the side of the Pangolier there. Bane is going to get caught by the Tiny, tossed back under tower. He will go ahead and throw himself to sleep, but he's going to get killed off by Ninja. So they do get one quick free kill there. Chasing forward for more, but most of the rest of Radiant are all the way out of the way. Yopaj. Have a BKB yet? Is it coming, or does he just have that one?
Haste.
Yeah, it looks like he just has the Missile Hammer so far. Wow. That's a lot of damage. Pangolier gets effectively 3-shot before he can even get away. Tries to swashbuckle a creep wave, make a little space, do a little damage, slow down the Radiant push, but Neon, it's like looking at the sun, you know?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Imp Claw found by Blank. I mean, that's not a bad item for the Medusa. I think it might be better suited to...
Their middle tower to fall.
Ah, it's fine on there, actually. There's nobody on that team that's really that much better on. Oh, Blink forward. Ninja goes ahead and gets away again with another... we got a Medusa ulti off on the side. She gets
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
silenced up. Potato threatening the Rolling Thunder. They get the Bane ultimate Team Script out onto Goku, and he'll go down to Yopaj again. Yeah, I mean... honestly, this combo, these 3 heroes together. The Rubik is like good. He's a good player. Cypher Rappy just barely misses the stop, but they'll get Wixby anyway. He doesn't have time to be able to throw out the Flaming Blast on himself, or the Cold Embrace on himself. Potato finishes the Rolling Thunder, tries to swashbuckle on the high ground, but he just kills himself with a Rupture. They do get a root out on the Centaur. Mystic Sake will follow up, but he's too damn beefy.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Cypher's going to go ahead and get the stun out. There's another Blood right over the top. Stolen Remnant in from the Rubik. They do get a lot of damage out onto the Centaur. Rubik is getting low, but they finish off the Medusa. Yopaj will have his Aegis burned. It's okay, it was going to expire in about 10 seconds anyway. He does get tossed back into the base. He'll get rooted up, and he's actually going to go down. So Ninja gets the return kill. 600 gold, 6 times an unstoppable streak. Nice play from the Tiny. Managing to get that really high value kill. I mean, the guy's still 4K net worth ahead of anybody else in the game, but yeah, 11 and 2. People's gift on Bloodseeker. Nothing especially remarkable going on. Neutral item wise. Trying to finish Vlad's the Pangolier.
Illusion.
A little lifesteal would be especially good for the Medusa. But I mean, yeah, the stun locks. And, you know, one stun's long enough to get somebody trapped in a blood right. Are there any 4-staffs coming out for the Dire? Radiant are grouped up together over here. Looks like they might just be farming. Okay, they scan. It is going to clip on. Potato's going to walk into it, so they're going to know somebody's to the north. They might not realize the entire Dire team is sitting down here under their 2-1 tower. Yopaz is on his way down, but Blank is by himself on the opposite side of the map. Quick disarm out. Potato gets ruptured up. There's a blood right out. He does get cold embraced, but he's going to get beat the hell up. Meanwhile, we're going to see a tiny stun of creep wave. There is a courier flying through that is going to go down. And Wixwis is actually going to barely make the TP away. So they only lose the Pangolier. John Will didn't have Fiend's Grip available, and he also chased down into the trees instead of over with Tia. Yeah, she's still looking for the Winter Wyvern. She thinks might be back there, but he's actually long gone by now. So lucky for Team Virus, they are able to disengage from up there. And Blank doesn't have a problem. Oh, he's gonna get slept up. Okay, he manages to peel the sleep off himself by using the illusion, but he's gonna get Fiend's Gripped up. Cypher playing hard, both on top of him as well. Follow up stun, and Sirk is just gonna lay into him and cut him up. Meanwhile, the Tiny gets killed by the TA by himself. TA is gonna get rooted up by Ninja, but she's got a fresh BKB. Doesn't have any backup in the neighborhood though, so she changes her mind about trying to go back in and nuke one of them down. She'll just head on south and grab the bounty. I lied. She goes in. She steals the ancients away, forces Ninja to use his remnant to get out. Lixus is gonna have to use that Arctic burn to fly away. They didn't pick up the bounty rune, but that's kind of beside the point at this point. Radiant will respawn. Oh, Radiant. Roshan will respawn in 2 minutes and 36 seconds. Don't know if Neon are going to try to push high ground again until after they have another Aegis. Virus is going to go ahead and smoke out of their base. They were not in range of either of these obs wards. They see Playhard retreating, and they know that Yopaj is down here. I'm not sure they can kill Yopaj though. He's going for a Scythe Device next too. Yeah, they feel something's wrong. He backs up. He doesn't know where the enemy team is. He hasn't seen him defending base. Medusa is up here killing a catapult. They go in on the Yopaj. He immediately pops the BKB and turns around, just trying to kill a sentry ward to start. Potato threatening the Rolling Thunder. It will get stolen immediately by the Rubik, but he's not going to have the chance to be able to get it off. Oh, never mind. He is. He gets it off. And there's a Rupture out onto the Pangolier as well. Playhard just rolling around everywhere in here. Pango almost dead, but not quite. Medusa pops the Stone Gaze. Cypher's running into the trees, trying to get Wixby. There is a death on Potato. Sirk kills him. Yopaz kills off the Tiny on the right side. Nice 3-man stomp by the Cypher Rappy. He does manage to finish off the Rubik. There's a buyback from Goku. He's coming in, but he's not going to be able to do anything to help. So 4 for 1 and 1 buyback for the side that lost 4. I don't think Goku and Ember Spirit are going to be able to do this on their own. Buyback status not available for the Medusa, so they're just going to have to wait the 30 seconds. But Yopaj pushes really fast. There's already a Solar Crest out. They do get a nice combo out onto the Templar Assassin, but the stun combo and Blood Right is just enough to kill off the Tiny, so he's dead without buyback. Ninja, careful, man. It will have scared Radiant off. They are low enough on 2 of their main cores that they're not willing to try to push the to force the issue here. So they take a tier 3 tower, but they don't get any barracks. But still, their lead continues to increase. 13k net worth now, 15k XP, 94% win chance according to Dota Plus. And Yopaj needs 500, about 1400 gold if he wants to finish up that sheep stick. Obviously a lot more if he wants to have buyback as well. Oh, blink stun forward from Cypher Rappy. They kill Wixos immediately. Potato gets the ulti off, but he's ruptured up. He's going to die. There's a stone gaze out, but it's not enough. Turns around with the stampede. Medusa's asleep. Circus just walking in, waiting to look at him. There is an ulti out from the Bane onto Blank, and he is completely shredded. Stolen stone gaze out from Playhard. They're chasing Goku. Blank up here trying to make a little bit of space, but no chance. Triple kill for Yopaj. 4-0. Another roughly 2k gold going in favor of Team Neon. This has been a dominant performance from them. 16-2 the TA. And Wixos again does not have a neutral item in his inventory, despite the fact that there are, at the very least, there's a shovel. You don't like 100 HP and a chance for a bounty rune? Well, not my problem. You get the full mid lane of Rax. Roshan is now alive again. Blank decides to Remnant in, gets lifted immediately. He does barely make it out. He gets caught up in the cold embrace, but he's going to get silenced up by the blood right. They also kill off Potato on the right side. There's a rupture onto the ninja Ember Spirit. The ninja spirit. Sleep out on the Medusa, who I don't. Did she buy back this fight? No. She gets cold embraced as well. She still has the Manta style. They pop a smoke. They toss her in, trying to have her lifesteal up against the Templar Assassin, who finally has that sheep stick out, turns around, hexes up the Ember Spirit, doesn't quite kill him off. Goku's in with the toss. Nice double root onto the Bane. They are chasing down Cypher on the right side, and it looks like his team is probably just going to have to leave him for dead. He's really tanky, though. Fade Bolt's out, but it isn't enough to save his life. Ember stolen Remnant's thrown out by the Rubik. He chases in, manages to root up the Ember Spirit. Another Stone Gaze is out. Blank is pushing as hard as he can towards, Bane, but he's not able to finish him off. Templar Assassin walking away as well. Nice. Ooh. Stun interrupted actually by the Rolling Thunder, but Blank is getting really low. Yopaj is going to come in and knock him down in one hit with the Meld Strike. Potato's still alive, trying to walk away, but GG is called. Wixos has had enough, and that's going to be it. A relatively, more than relatively, a dominant 2-0 victory in this upper bracket best of 3 by Team Neon Esports. Looking really well put together. That's the combination of the Bane and the Bloodseeker, and then the TA just styles on Virus 2 games in a row, and they don't change up their bans even after getting stomped by it the first time. I don't really know what to say. Well played, Neon. Well, this Templar Assassin just, busted out early, managed to beat the Ember in lane, and dominant performance ever after. That's going to be it for me for the day, though. It is 5:27 a.m. where I live. I have not slept yet today, so I'm going to go the fuck to sleep. Thank you, Samuel L. Jackson. Thanks for watching.